is different.
Paint this yellow and following your brick road.
Denver, Colorado couple Jamie and Cameron want a larger home, but are on different pages about almost everything.
That's definitely your style.
Yeah, I love it.
Ah, man.
I will say it's really nice that this place doesn't have backsplash in it.
I know that's something you hate.
How do you feel about the crown molding?
Oh, I like it.
Now you like crown molding?
And even after they agree on a place, the challenges will continue.
I like this a lot more.
Do you? $3,000 more?
What about something like that?
I don't know. Isn't it a little busy?
Do you want to think about it, or can I just talk you into it?
But if they can find a way to compromise, they'll end up with the perfect home for both of them.
It's been a process, but everything looks spectacular. Ready for this?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, I got a lot more experience in these carts than you do.
We'll see. I'm Cameron, and I'm a utilities engineer.
And I'm Jamie. I'm a marketing director over at an indoor go-kart facility. So that means I get to hang out with go-karts all day.
We have 2 dogs, Granger and Lucy. They're brats, they're spoiled, and we love them desperately.
Yeah.
Married for almost 4 years, they currently live in a Denver home they renovated themselves.
I built almost everything in the kitchen. I built the cabinets myself, I lacquered them myself. It's our creation. It's been a great house for us. It's just a little bit on the small side.
I think it's just, we've outgrown it a little bit.
So they're looking for a larger home in and around Denver.
Denver is definitely one of the hottest cities right now, and there's always something going on here.
There's 20,000 acres of parks to go hang out, run, hiking, I mean, anything you could imagine.
They're targeting single-family homes, walking distance to shops and restaurants.
Our budget is, I don't know, maybe up to $500,000 all in with renovations.
I'm like 0% handy, but Cameron is just innately able to do so many things around the house. Just, he can see things and pull them apart and put them back together, which is the hugest part.
It's just kind of, I don't know, I guess that's why I'm an engineer. It's just kind of how my brain works.
They'd like 3 bedrooms, so he can use 1 as a home office and 2 baths.
We definitely still need to have a really nice yard for the dogs. I really want a vegetable garden because it's something that is really important for me, being able to grow my own food.
It's kind of a family tradition throughout quite a bit of your family.
Yeah, my dad's a big gardener.
Kind of a little bungalow type of look.
In a lineup of houses, I probably wouldn't pick that one.
So as far as what we're looking for, I mean, we don't have 100% consensus yet. My exterior style is definitely a ranch, 1 story. I like ranches, deal with it. Kind of just classic ranch, nothing too fancy, nothing gaudy. Well, this is the outside, you're not gonna like this.
Oh, I am not a super huge fan of ranches. I'm from New England, I was born and raised out there, so I definitely tend to like more of a traditional style. I like it to feel homey.
Ooh, I like this one. Interior-wise, contemporary. Nice clean lines. Again, nothing fancy or ornate. If things are too busy or too cluttered, it's hard for me to relax.
I definitely skew a little bit more towards a traditional style, a little bit warmer. I like houses where you can feel that there's love there, and I don't think that you always get that with a super sterile look that Cameron tends to prefer.
That's fair.
I definitely want things to be updated, and I really do like white and bright.
What's the most important thing to you?
Kitchen, and I need it to be functional. Like, I love how this kitchen works. Like, this kitchen works perfectly for us.
And at the top of Cameron's list is an attached garage.
In my free time, I really like to work on cars. It's just very satisfying to me to take things that are broken and fix them and add value.
Denver is a very challenging market right now. The inventory isn't high, the prices keep going up, and if you want to stay, you need to start getting ready to open those pockets.
Yes, unfortunately.
Today, Jamie and Cameron are seeing a home that's close to shops and restaurants in Wheat Ridge, about 10 minutes from their current place.
What do you think?
Well, it's definitely your style.
Yeah, I love it.
Ah, man, you do like ranches. I'll give you that much.
Yep, nice, clean lines, contemporary. It's kind of just classic. It's exactly what I was looking for.
Corey.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey,
how are
Corey,
ya?
what's up?
Good.
Cam,
Good to see you.
So tell us a little bit more about this one.
What you got is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 50s brick ranch.
Okay.
Just under 1,200 square feet, and a big 2-car garage. It's priced at $398,000.
Cool.
I mean, we could do a lot with an extra $100,000 for reno.
Okay. It's got all my must-haves, right, just on paper.
Well, I don't have any of my must-haves yet, so better be nice inside.
It's gonna be great.
All right. Well, I like the hardwood.
Very nice. They're in good shape. There's a ton of light in here,
Yeah.
right? Good-sized windows.
Yeah. Do you think there's a reason why these ceilings are so low?
I don't know. That is kind of weird. Maybe just for the coving there.
There are a lot of original features in this house, the cove ceiling, this archway, that built in.
That'd be great. You could use that just as like a linens closet or towels or, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
So 2 bedrooms here are the same size, and then one is smaller.
Oh, it's stick.
Oh, not that bad, really. I mean, for
Wow, look at the size of that thing.
for
Yeah.
for a 50s house, that's pretty good.
That's like a nice little surprise.
They head across the hall to see the second bedroom and adjacent bath.
Oh, man. That's the biggest window I've ever seen in a shower. The
Can
neighbors
you
get a
picture
good
yourself right here?
shot.
This thing's almost hitting me in the head. I'm not
Yeah.
even a tall guy.
No. What do you think this is for? Do you think that has any purpose?
No, that's just decorative. It's called a soffit.
Can we take it down?
Probably, yeah.
What is this?
Huh.
No way.
Oh my God.
It's a built-in scale.
Crazy.
Wow.
Oh, okay, that is not accurate.
Well,
We're
that's
just gonna close that, but that's staying. That's important.
I don't know about that.
They see a third bedroom
It's all I need for an office.
before continuing down the hall to see the kitchen.
I think this is a bit of an older sink.
And these are painted countertops, or they got something weird going on there.
The backsplash isn't really my style.
No, I agree. I don't love that either.
This backsplash drives me crazy. Everybody does all these small tiles in a million different colors. It's just busy and distracting, and I don't know where I'm supposed to look. For me, I like something a little bit cleaner and simpler. I don't want a lot of grout, and I really don't want a lot of color.
Could maybe open up this wall and get more light from the dining room.
Yeah, no, totally.
The garage is nice.
And it's heated and insulated.
Oh, you hear that? It's definitely big enough for me.
Just off the kitchen is the second bathroom.
Whoa,
All right.
there's a lot going on in here.
Yeah.
Cool
Got a-
sink.
A shower,
I
washer
love-
and dryer, big sink.
This is my favorite room so far. I wonder if maybe we could knock this door and actually put this door here. So we can put more doors out there
To the patio back there.
to the patio. And like, especially if we did like double French doors.
That would get you a lot more light.
Yeah, that would give me a lot more light in the kitchen. And that's something that's worth talking about. Wow.
Wow.
This is impressive.
This is serious, yeah.
Yeah.
Cam, your new hobby, brewing beer.
Is that
What
what,
do you
this
mean?
is?
Hops.
Is that right?
Really? Does it smell like anything?
No, not really. Not right now, but I'm digging this.
Check this out. They have a huge vegetable garden too. I mean, this is definitely the selling point of the house.
Absolutely.
This is a serious yard for the Denver area.
Yeah.
I think it's a possibility. I mean, it has the basics, right? It has 3 bedrooms. It has the second bath.
You'd finally have an office space.
Exactly.
I love this backyard, I really do. I like that things are in walking distance, and I do like that we have more space than we have right now. But I would say from my perspective, it doesn't fit my style. It's going to cost all of that reno budget.
But the price is such that, you know, we could maybe make it happen.
So their agent has another option that might need less work and is more Jamie's style.
It just feels so far out. I feel really suburban out here.
It was a long drive to get here, yeah. Summer is the time to be in Colorado.
I know.
Jamie and Cameron are eager to move out of their current place and into a more spacious home in the Denver area. Working with a $500,000 budget, they've seen a 3-bedroom ranch listed for $398,000. Cameron liked the style, and they both liked how close it was to shops and restaurants. but they had concerns with how much work was needed in the kitchen, and Jamie had her heart set on a more traditional home. So today, they're seeing a traditional style home in the city of Littleton, about 25 minutes south of downtown Denver.
It's definitely more my style.
Yeah, definitely.
It just feels so far out. I feel really suburban out here.
It was a long drive to get here.
How's it going, Corey?
Corey.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Good.
So what I have for you today
Yeah.
is a 3,200 square foot, 2006 build, 2-story,
Okay.
big wide open basement, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, priced at $460,000.
That's a lot of house.
It is a lot of house.
That's
That's a lot of money.
yeah, I mean, that doesn't leave us a lot of room to work with.
This house is not at all my style, and the price wouldn't leave us much money for renovations. But it's big, so maybe the inside will win me over.
It's definitely
Whoa.
spacious in here.
Yeah, really high ceilings.
Big open great room.
Very open.
I'm not in love with the carpeting.
We could maybe bring hardwoods in, but there's a big space. That's gonna get pricey in a hurry. It's doable though.
A lot of light. I'm a big fan of that. And it opens right up to the kitchen. It definitely needs some work though, Cam.
A little bit. I mean, it's not quite the colors I would choose probably, but I like the layout.
We'll want to paint in here. We'll need to get new appliances. Also, I mean, we'll probably want to take granite throughout here.
Throughout, yep.
And I will say, it's really nice that this place doesn't have backsplash in
I
it.
know that's something you hate.
Off the kitchen is an entrance to a deck overlooking the backyard.
Not in great shape though.
No, it's not. It's not gonna be cheap, you know. I mean, this is a safety issue, not an aesthetic issue like the kitchen.
That deck is super rickety. And with a house this size, I really expected the backyard to be bigger. There's nowhere for the dogs to run around, and that also means I wouldn't have a place to put my garden in.
Back inside, they see a half bath near an entrance to the garage.
Yeah, a little 2-car garage, but yeah, good enough.
They head upstairs to see the bedrooms.
Kind of a cool little area.
Yeah, I mean, do you think you could maybe set this off as an office space?
Yeah, and then we wouldn't have to use a bedroom for it.
No, that'd be perfect. And is this the master?
This is the master.
This isn't very large.
It's not huge, but it's okay.
Yeah. The bathroom is what I would expect in a house of this age. I would personally like to change the tile, kind of switch some
This
things
is
up.
linoleum.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
not even
I would
tile.
definitely want to change that then.
And the countertops match the kitchen. That's nice, right?
Yeah, so if we're changing the countertops in the kitchen, we might as well change the countertops in here too.
You know how much granite you're talking about here? I'm worried about only having $40,000 for renovations here. If we were willing to take things slower and kind of pick off some projects on our own, I think that $40,000 could go a lot further, but I just know that Jamie's not gonna wanna wait. She's gonna wanna get contractors in here, have it done probably before we even move in.
Down the hall, they see another bathroom and 2 more bedrooms,
It's a very spacious house.
before continuing downstairs to see the basement.
It's spacious.
That, and high ceilings.
Yeah.
Which, I could have the wood shop tools down here. And it's just too bad the garage isn't this big.
Well, I mean, there's definitely parts about this house that I really like.
For sure, me too. I like the
It's-
high ceilings, I like how light it is.
And having all that extra storage in the basement
Yeah,
would be
room to grow
huge.
into, right?
Yeah, and I like that it's an open concept kitchen.
Oh, I love that.
So it just needs so much work. To add on to that, this is really far out.
So their agent has lined up a home in the heart of Denver with a better price, but things aren't off to a good start.
Is this the one?
I
We're
guess.
at the right place?
Oh, I like this one.
What do you think about this one?
With a budget of $500,000, Jamie and Cameron are struggling to agree as they search Denver, Colorado for a larger home. Cameron liked a ranch listed for $398,000, but they felt the kitchen needed a major overhaul, and Jamie wanted to see something with more of her traditional style. So their agent took them to a 2-story listed for $460,000 in Littleton, a more suburban area of Denver. Cameron loved all the space, but they worried that the higher price tag wouldn't leave them enough room for renovations. And Jamie didn't like that she couldn't walk to shops and restaurants. So today, they're headed to see a bungalow right in Denver.
Oh,
this the one?
I
Are we
guess.
at the right place?
It's really yellow. There's a lot of character in this house.
Yeah, that's one word for it. Yep.
I'll give it that much.
What you have here is a 2+ bedroom,
Okay.
1 bathroom, about a 1,600 square foot home.
Oh, one bath. That kind of stinks.
Yeah. What
Okay.
does 2+ mean?
Plus means there actually is a 3rd bedroom in the basement, which I think would be a good office for Cam.
How much is it going for?
This one's priced at $425,000.
Okay, so yeah, that leaves us maybe 75 grand to do that work.
Yeah, if it goes for that much, and it kind of depends on how much we'd need to spend on the outside. I think I'd want to change the color of it like immediately though. It's a little too yellow for me. But it's cute. It's definitely a little more my style than it is yours. Okay, this is kind of cute.
Yep.
I really like the flooring, so it is nice to see original floors. The windows are super cool.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the crown molding?
Oh, I like it.
Now you like crown molding?
I always have.
Oh, okay.
It's better than I expected, right? It's pretty cute. It's open. It's not bad. It's not bad at all.
A hallway off the dining room leads to the first bedroom.
Okay. This is a bit smaller.
It fits a good sized bed.
Technically,
Yeah, it fits.
it's character, right? That's what you guys keep telling me.
Next door, they see the bathroom.
All right. Well, this isn't so bad, huh?
It's definitely redone,
Yeah. No, it's cute.
but this is the only bathroom.
It is the only bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's small.
Do you think we'd want to maybe knock a hole in this wall and put a door into the master?
I don't see really what it gains you, right? And you'd have to match all the doors and the hardware, and you don't want to tear up your only bathroom.
Yeah,
So.
we've done that before.
Exactly.
So this is the second bedroom. I think cute is a good word to describe it. It's just so tiny. Oh, this is fun. I like this kitchen a lot.
Unique
Corey.
space, huh? This is actually a bowling alley countertop.
No
See this?
way!
It is. Look at it.
Okay.
No way. That's
Yep.
super cool.
I hope it's been treated to be food safe.
Apparently it has.
Okay.
And an original restored vintage 50 stove.
I love this kitchen. I think it has so many unique touches.
To me, I don't enjoy the eclecticness that she does. It's a little bit of country kitchen over here and a little bit of retro, and it's confusing to me.
Beyond the kitchen, there's a sunroom with stairs that lead down to the basement.
There's plenty of room back here for a potential bathroom, I guess.
If we put a bathroom down here, like what would the cost be?
How handy are you?
Yeah, no
That's
kidding.
what I want to know.
Putting in the drains is the tough part. You gotta
Okay.
cut into the concrete, get all that in, get the concrete repoured. It's a project.
Should we check out the finished space here?
Yeah,
This
is
is gonna
that,
be your office space.
that's the way it's looking. This is just as small as the first two.
Plus you've got this big block here. I mean, you pretty much can't even put a bed in here.
Next, they head back upstairs to see the backyard.
This is different.
It's kind of eclectic like the inside of the house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just paint this yellow and following your brick road.
And skip through.
Exactly.
We'll paint yellow like the garage.
This is the garage.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's still more than we've got now. Can you fit a car in there?
You could, yeah, technically.
Oh, that's not enthusiastic either.
No, no, not enthusiastic.
In that new garage you build right here.
Is that where
In
you
the
put
back
it?
corner.
That would eat up so much of our rent-out budget, though.
You know, it's a possibility.
I think it's charming.
But for this much money, I don't feel like we're getting very much upgrade from where we're at right now.
No, I agree. No, I can't imagine being in a smaller bedroom than we're in now, and those are smaller bedrooms. The kitchen is awesome. I think it reflects my personality a little bit more than it reflects yours. But the flow in here is fantastic. It has a lot of character, and I love how bright and airy it is in here.
It's really bright.
So I think that there are things that we could work with here if this were our house.
In order for Jamie and Cameron to get into a larger home, they're going to have to decide what's more important to them. A large garage for him, a 2-story home for her, or a spacious backyard.
I'm not sure if we're gonna be on the same page.
And once they pick a place, renovations begin, and that's when new disagreements come up.
I like this a lot more.
Do you? I mean, it's the same door, it's just a different color.
Denver, Colorado couple Jamie and Cameron are eager to get into a larger home. They've seen several options in their $500,000 budget, and now it's time to choose one.
So let's start with the brick ranch that you love so much.
$398, right? That's the cheapest one. That's as good looking house as you'll find in my mind, right?
Yeah, according to you.
Yeah, that's my style all the way. I loved it.
It was really walkable. It was 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. That backyard was just out of control.
Great garage,
It was a really great
right?
garage.
Heated and insulated. I can't get past that for working on cars.
That kitchen needs a lot of
No,
work.
I'm with you.
And that bathroom, that main bathroom.
Yeah, that's another project that has to be done right away.
And then we have the 2-story traditional.
Okay, sure.
It's $460,000.
You know, I liked it more than I expected to.
Really?
Yep, no, it was a good looking house. 3 great sized bedrooms upstairs, right? I mean, plus that little extra area for my office, huge basement.
I do love how open that kitchen was. I
Yep.
think the kitchen needed a lot of work. And it's literally just in the middle of nowhere.
Yep,
And then we have the little yellow bungalow.
a little yellow bungalow, yeah.
So that was $425,000. It
Yes,
was super,
awesome.
super walkable.
Awesome location.
Smallest bedrooms I think I've ever seen.
Yes,
It did only have 1 bathroom.
a tiny, tiny bathroom.
And there was a basement there.
Creepy basement. The garage was kind of more like a shed. It was pretty nice on the inside, right?
It
They'd
was
done some work,
awesome.
but the exterior was just terrible.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought that house had by far the most character.
But I just felt like for all that money, you're buying a lot of personality and not a lot of house.
I think I know where you're leaning, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if we're going to be on the same page.
I just can't get past the brick ranch, right? That's the way I'm leaning.
You know, I hate admitting this, I really do, but I actually kind of like that brick ranch too. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's a little too your style for me, so there's some stuff that needs to be done, but it had all of the things that I was looking for and had enough budget wiggle room for us to make that kitchen work for me.
Should we call the realtor and see about making an offer?
I guess so.
I'm excited to have this thing out. Oh, okay.
We got the house.
The house was initially listed at $398,000, and we definitely didn't get it for that.
No, we ended up paying $432,500. You know, crazy bidding war.
There were 20 other offers, and it was definitely a situation where we kind of knew we wanted this house. It definitely eats into our reno budget, so instead of having $100,000, we're a little bit closer to $70,000.
Yeah. There you go.
We've moved in right away, and we've started attacking the bathroom. The lighting saw fit needed to go, so getting that switched out for something that was a little more our style was really important.
The kitchen is is next. It's the big dollar whammy here.
The kitchen right now lacks functionality. It's weirdly narrow in places. The cupboard spacing is strange, and as we've been living here, we've noticed it just doesn't fit our needs in any way.
So to help them sort out a plan for the kitchen, they're bringing in a design team, Cynthia Stafford and Lindy Bollinger.
Initially, your kitchen here, it's kind of a galley kitchen. I know it's not functioning well for you, Jamie. Good news is we can really change the function of the space.
Okay.
What we'd like to suggest is to actually take this refrigerator and move it to the far side of the stove.
Okay.
And it lets us scooch that stove a little bit this way.
All right, I love that idea.
You know, suggesting a little bit different layout.
Okay.
So that you have that really nice triangle to work with.
To improve the flow even more, they suggest removing both peninsulas and replacing that lost storage with a new pantry. And they'd also like to remove the breakfast nook.
And instead have a 4-top table, but is maybe made of glass or acrylic, something translucent, so that the light really passes through.
I guess, and maybe it's because I'm sitting in the kitchen, I just don't see how that look is going to fit with the rest of the kitchen.
I'm not sure about that glass table. It's really not my style, and honestly, I was hoping for a little more storage in that space. But maybe once I see how it ties in with everything else, I'll be more on board.
So we're gonna start with a simple shaker cabinet stand.
Perfect.
So what we're proposing is we take this nice, rich, darker color as our base cabinets. And then we're also, on the top, gonna do white.
Perfect.
White and bright.
Okay.
And now for the countertops. So what we are suggesting here is a nice white quartz.
Okay. I think that with the lower cabinets, that'll look really nice.
We know, Jamie, you do not like backsplash.
I really don't, no.
But we took that into consideration.
Okay.
So we're going to suggest an acrylic backsplash.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. I've never even considered such a thing.
Why would this be a solution versus paint?
You can't clean paint. I mean, it's going to come off eventually.
Yeah.
This is durable, easy to clean, easy to maintain.
Okay. Okay.
I know I'm picky about backsplash, but I'm really not sure about that acrylic. I think I'm gonna have to sleep on that one.
So now we're going to add some bling to this kitchen. Every kitchen needs a little bling.
Okay.
So once again, we're looking at something very clean and sleek, but really pretty that pops.
I love
Not
the
get
shape of
caught.
this.
Yeah. And now for the big surprise.
Okay.
We think you're a young, colorful couple.
Oh.
And so we would like to bring some color into your life.
I do like that color.
Okay.
These are going to be all over the walls in the whole kitchen.
I
Okay.
can kind of picture that, yeah.
So the last piece is the floor.
Okay.
So we're going to propose 2 different colors.
Okay.
And with that, it is going to be a non-repeating pattern on the floor.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay? So what we're proposing over here in this area is a darker, richer color.
And then we're going to have that sort of trickle into the lighter color.
Okay.
So you'll see sort of the dark and the light interweave.
Are we
call
doing a
that?
floor ombre?
We're kind of
It's ombre.
I actually love that. I love that
Yes.
idea. I'm super pumped about that.
So you can see it's this really traditional hexagonal tile in this sort of contemporary linen pattern.
The flooring is something I've never heard of before, but is absolutely just right in line with our style. At least my style. Maybe not as much yours.
Not so much. Honestly, that floor ombre is not something I'm into. I like clean lines, things that are simple, things that are uncluttered. I think this is gonna look crazy and busy, and it's not my style at all.
Jamie and Cameron have just started a $70,000 renovation of their new home in the Denver, Colorado suburb of Wheat Ridge. And their design team is suggesting a kitchen flooring that's right up Jamie's alley, but it has Cameron a little worried.
The flooring is something I've never heard of before, but is absolutely just right in line with our style. At least my style. Maybe not as much yours.
Not so much.
But you're getting a lot out of this too. I love this, and I actually like the concept of doing something that's really unique and different on the floor to bring your eye somewhere.
I'm not completely sold on this floor pattern idea, but Jamie loves it. And since I'm getting a lot of what I want in the design, I'm gonna just go along with it and hope that it grows on me over time.
With the plan in place, the next day they bring in their contractor Kurt to help them get started on demo.
I know you want to get after that tile, but here's some tools to help.
I'm gonna murder it. It's gonna be great.
Whoa, heads up.
All right.
As the crew continues in the kitchen, Cameron returns to demo in the bathroom, ripping out the vanity, the wall tile, and the soffit. And with the kitchen gutted down to the studs, Jamie and Cameron have a new idea to run by Lindy and Cynthia.
I know that we talked about putting a table in this space. My concern, even though we didn't like the style of the breakfast nook that was in here, obviously, like it was a little bit dated and it's nice to have it gone. I'm concerned about storage. To be honest, it'd be nice to have a place for us to, I don't know, make some drinks, maybe have it be a little bit of a dry bar style. Do you think that's something that we could maybe do in this space?
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay.
So why don't we just measure it out and see where that's going to start and end?
The idea of having something like a dry bar in the kitchen is really important to me. I want to make sure that I can entertain and have people in that space so I don't feel like I'm excluded from everything when I'm working in the kitchen.
So if we use a 36-inch base cabinet and then maybe another foot of overhang on this side so that you can kind of gather around.
Okay.
And maybe even, what if we rounded that countertop?
Yeah, round the corners.
Yeah.
Right?
So you guys really think we can do this for $2-3 grand though?
Yeah, a couple of grand.
I feel like that's doable. I mean, we were gonna spend money on table and chairs anyway.
Yeah, and with our expensive taste, that's probably how much we'd end up spending.
And with the kitchen on track, Jamie and Cameron turn their attention to the bathroom.
Up there, see if you can adjust it. See, is
Yeah, that'll work.
that about good?
Yeah, and I kind of like the line of that.
To help keep costs down, Cam is gonna do the work in the bathroom. He's putting in all new copper plumbing, and then we're doing it in a really simple gray and white look. But I may try and throw a little pattern on the floor just to keep it from being too boring.
And I'm glad we kept the scale. That's really my important thing.
Yeah, we'll see.
No, not we'll see. That
We'll see.
That scale stays.
Meanwhile, work continues in the kitchen with new can lights going in. And Cameron and Jamie have made some design decisions for the space as well, so they give Lindy and Cynthia a call.
Hello?
Hey guys.
Oh, hey.
Hey, so we wanted to ask you a question.
Have you guys already ordered the cabinets?
No, we haven't.
Oh, okay. The more that we've thought about it and talked about it, the more that we feel like the lower cabinets might be a little too much of a warm brown tone for us.
Yeah, of course. There are a couple more custom stains that we can take a look at.
Okay, thank you. We'd really appreciate that.
Awesome.
Changes are always a part of the design process. We want the clients to be happy when we leave here because they're the ones that live here after we're gone.
Absolutely. So we're going to show them some new options for the cabinet color. And since Jamie was still really on the fence about that acrylic backsplash suggestion, we've got some new ideas that we think she and Cameron will just love. So you guys have asked to see some new backsplash options?
Yes, please.
And we have brought them for you today.
Awesome.
Yay! Our first option is this dove gray. And the other option is this oversized subway tile.
I mean, this gray is beautiful, but the size of this is kind of cool.
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the white, but I mean, what do you think? You're the one with the backsplash hang-ups.
You know what? You don't have to put it like that. I really like this. How would you grout it in?
Maybe do a dark grout line so that breaks it up a little bit.
I don't think that'll be very busy.
No, but it will be nice to have the texture to kind of separate the white from white from white.
What are we talking for money on this?
So that's gonna run you about an extra $1,100 with labor.
That's not really that bad.
So let's take a look at base cabinets, shall we? All right, so we started here with this sort of cocoa brown. So this is the cabinet we'd like to propose for you today. It's a maple instead of a cherry, so you can see that the grain's a little different.
Yeah, definitely.
You're gonna get some of that different texture that maple has.
This is really pretty. Are you happy with it?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Okay.
For changing out those base cabinets, it was running around $3,000.
Okay, well, I like this a lot more.
Do you?
You don't like
$3,000 more? I mean, that's a good bit of money for, I mean, it's the same door, it's just a different color.
Jamie and Cameron are living through $70,000 worth of renovations on their new home in the Denver, Colorado suburb of Wheat Ridge. They're tackling projects throughout the house, but they're on very different pages about a change for the lower kitchen cabinets.
I like this a lot more.
Do you?
You don't like
$3,000 more? I mean, that's a good bit of money for, I mean, it's the same door, it's just a different color.
I mean, we can talk about cutting costs in other areas, but this is really important to me. Especially if you want the darker cabinets underneath, then I would like to see something that is more a style that I prefer.
Do you want to see it with the floor tile too? I would see how those grays look.
I would love that.
That'll help it make sense.
Do these look familiar?
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. Well, most of them are going to be on the lighter side, but you can see.
Yeah.
See, it looks really nice.
That does look good. I'll admit the new maple doors look really nice, but I'm not sure they're worth the money. But I know Jamie really wants them, so I can compromise. And maybe she'll let me change that crazy pattern on the kitchen floor if it makes me nuts. We have contingency money. We planned for this a little bit.
Okay.
I'm on board.
And with the kitchen back on track, they need to make some tile choices for the bathroom.
What do you think about this for in the shower? Kind of like the hexagons.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this specific texture. What about more subway tile style?
I'm fine with subway tiles, right? I mean, they're easy to install.
What about longer?
Oh, that could be interesting.
How would you lay it out though?
There's a lot of options. You could do herringbone. I mean, you could get crazy.
I can't believe Cameron's actually suggesting a pattern. He usually likes things so simple. I think maybe a little bit of my style is finally rubbing off on him.
Okay, so we have the shower tile taken care of.
Okay.
So now we need to figure out floor tile. What about something like this?
I don't know. Isn't it a little busy?
If it was a bigger space, I totally see what you're saying. I wouldn't want to put this on like a really large bathroom space, but it's a pretty small bathroom. Do you want to think about it, or can I just talk you into it?
I can't quite picture it myself, but
We're gonna make it work.
Okay.
I think it's gonna look awesome.
Back at the house, the gradient pattern floor tiles are installed in the kitchen, and Cameron and Jamie get their first look.
Wow, I really like it. I know this is gonna kind of be that focal point of the room, and I'm super excited to see it like this.
this is actually pretty cool. When I heard the phrase floor ombre, I thought the worst. I pictured something that would be really busy, but it's actually still pretty simple. And the pattern keeps it from being boring. I like it.
Over the next week, the makeover continues in the kitchen with blue paint going on all the walls. At the same time, Cameron gets to work on the bathroom floor.
Wow,
What do you think?
I love this.
Yeah, it's looking pretty good now that it's all getting in here.
Yeah. Are you happy with it now?
Yeah.
Now that it's all laid out?
Yeah, they look sharp.
Yeah. The floor really looks amazing. And it's awesome that Cameron's so detail oriented because that means the floor pattern lines up perfectly. And the herringbone is exactly right. Plus, with him installing it all himself, he probably just saved us a ton of money.
And big changes are happening in the kitchen as well, as the crew delivers the new gray maple lower cabinets.
Pretty? I'm so glad that we went with that maple. I really think that the grade maple over the cherry is definitely the right choice for us.
Yeah,
I think so too.
It is awesome to finally get cabinets into this kitchen, knowing that we're moving forward and we can finally take that next step in making it a kitchen instead of a hallway is so awesome.
And while the crew continues installing the cabinets, Jamie turns her attention to her vegetable garden.
Hey, lady.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm good. Today my girlfriend Marin is coming over to help me with the garden. It's really nice to have someone else here to distract me from all of the chaos that's going on inside the house.
What do you need me to do? Just pull weeds?
Yeah, that would be ideal. I know some of these tomato plants need to be kind of trimmed back. Have you ever trimmed back a tomato plant?
No.
Okay, so don't do that.
It's really grown back here.
It's
like a lot.
It's gone crazy, and I have all these plants and all of this stuff that I can't use because we don't have a kitchen. I don't even have like cutting boards or countertops to cut them on. So it's just, like, I know it's close.
To try and keep things moving, Cameron and Jamie focus on the bathroom, bringing in the new vanity for the space.
Let her down. Past the plumbing there.
That's good.
I think that's about right.
So now all we need is
That's
a
all.
mirror. I love the way it looks so far. There's been a ton of work that he's put in there, and it certainly hasn't gone to waste. The bathroom is beautiful. Ta-da!
And the crew is also pushing full steam ahead in the kitchen, installing the new white quartz countertops and the oversized subway tile backsplash.
Hey guys.
Hey, how are you guys?
Doing good, doing good.
Good, good.
Looks like we're getting some backsplash in
good.
here.
Yeah.
Going on quick.
What do you think?
I know you're not usually crazy about backsplash.
Jamie and Cameron are heading toward the finish line of a $70,000 renovation of their new home in the Denver, Colorado suburb of Wheat Ridge. But Jamie's getting her first look at the new backsplash, and she may not be on board.
I know you're not usually crazy about backsplash, but
I'm sensing some hesitation.
I really like it. I think it looks great. I'm kind of surprised how much I like it. I love the uniqueness of those really large subway tiles. I think they look really good in there. And it actually looks really, really good with the countertops.
I am so happy that Jamie loves the backsplash. I was really concerned, but now that we found the oversized subway tile, I'm just excited that she really likes it.
As soon as the tile backsplash work is complete, the crew installs the sleek, modern hardware on the cabinets. And as the last design elements go in, Jamie and Cameron can finally enjoy a renovation-free home.
we are finished.
We're finished. We're finally finished.
Thankfully. Everybody is out. It's ours to enjoy.
It's been a process, but it's awesome to have it done and everything looks spectacular. It is nice to have everything done.
Oh, it's so nice and everything clean, no more dust everywhere.
I mean, just puppy fur everywhere now.
Well, that's the usual.
Their original renovation budget was $70,000, and they managed to stay right on target.
It helped that Cameron did almost all of the work, at least in the bathroom.
In the bathroom,
And you know that saved us a bit of money while also kind of giving us the freedom to do what we wanted in that space. What do you want your first meal to be, though?
We should make some sauce and have some pasta.
We should make some sauce.
You should make some sauce and we should have some pasta.
All right.
Well, the biggest part of the renovation, I mean, by far, was the kitchen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Definitely had a backsplash that made me want to take a hammer to the wall. And now I will say the kitchen not only suits our personal styles a lot more.
Certainly,
it's
certainly.
way brighter. And you know, a lot of that has to do with eliminating what was in there and starting from scratch.
Yeah.
I just can't believe it's done.
I'm so grateful that it's done, yes.
It looks amazing though. You guys did such a great job. Honestly, not only was it frankly not our style, but it also, there wasn't a lot of usable space.
Yeah, really, those peninsulas got in the way much more than they offered you any benefit.
Yeah.
So I think by rearranging some of the functionality in here, moving the fridge down so you have that nice kitchen triangle, it really opened up the space a little bit.
I made it a little bit challenging on the backsplash spot. I know that I'm a bit of a project when it comes to backsplash. But I think that we came up with a great solution that not only satisfies my personal style, but also is something that looks nice and functions really well. And I mean,
I'm really happy that we ended up with the tile instead of the acrylic.
Yeah.
I was not feeling so hot about that.
I know. Plus, I mean, you guys were able to actually get rid of that breakfast nook.
Right.
And give us something that's a little bit more stylish. That fit our needs. We're not used to having this much space. We all know my favorite part is the floor.
It's the floor.
The on-the floor.
And you've come to love it too.
No, they did a great job putting it in. The bathroom is also finished, thankfully. I've spent a little bit of time in there lately.
Yeah, that was a big undertaking for Cameron.
Hey.
Hey, Doodle.
Let me throw these down here.
Yeah. There was a lot of detail-oriented work that needed to go into that bathroom.
Once we decided on that tub tile, that was just about game over. But it does look pretty good.
It looks amazing. I mean, it's also kind of along the same vein as the kitchen. It's super unique and very much our style.
And not to rain on your parade or anything, but my favorite spaces are not in the house. I love that backyard.
Can you grab some tomatoes and
Absolutely.
let's do this. I won't even make you a spaghetti squash. I'll make you actual pasta. That's how much I love you.
Good looking out. Good looking out.
There's a huge vegetable garden that we've been filling, and like it's just full of produce.
We've basically just been having to give it away.
Yeah.
Now we can finally use it. Oh, this is nice. Where you get all the good kitchen smells over here.
Yeah.
It is really nice just having everything done. I mean, whether it's the kitchen, the bathroom, and they're both spaces that you can just be proud of now, you know?
And I mean,
instead of wondering like, how the heck did we spend this much money on this house? But it looks so good.
Thank you for going through all of this with me.
Same.
That was the worst pasta scoop I've ever
No,
seen.
it was just fine. Cheers.